Hi guys, how you doing? It's William here. It's Thursday evening and it's stone dead. I have been out since 4 o'clock. It's currently almost 8 and I have done 6 hires. I think I've done 6. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see that, but distance 19 miles, 6 miles of them paid, 6 hires. 6 hires. I'm not really worried. My father is needing the car at 9 o'clock, so it'll be an early night. I'm going to get a little Xbox action in, I think, this evening. Don't know. See, still loving Minecraft, I have to say. I might actually make a video showing you my creation. Well, I'll wait till it's finished, because I've been putting quite a bit of work into it. But yeah, it's good fun. Good mindless fun. I've a couple of podcasts to listen to, so I love just putting Minecraft on, firing up the iPad and listening to some podcasts. I'm subscribed now to about 7 or 8 podcasts. Various gaming, Buddhist, and kind of general interest podcasts. Quite good. Enjoy them. Anyway, I mentioned the other day on my last vlog, kind of update vlog, that I had another topic I wanted to discuss. And this is the topic. So this is said topic. Look at the state of my hair. Terrible. I'm a disgrace. Okay. Here in the west of Scotland, we have a real problem with sectarianism. Primarily, people very similar to the problems they have in Northern Ireland. The difference is that people here see it as some sort of a noble cause rather than having to live with it every day. Lots of so-called loyalists who support Glasgow Rangers believe in the union, the UK, the union, support the royal family, claim to be Protestants, and support paramilitary organisations like the UVF and the UFF and the UDA. We also have various people here in the west of Scotland who claim to be Republican and hate the royal family, support Glasgow Celtic, claim to be Catholic, and love all things Irish, Southern Irish, and proudly wave the tricolour, whereas the loyalists proudly wave the Union flag, the Union Jack, call it what you will. The loyalists will celebrate the 12th of July and such. The Republicans will celebrate St Patrick's Day generally. You get the gist of it. And there's lots of people make lots of money out of this sort of thing, because you have loyalist pubs, you have Republican pubs, not overtly, covertly, that will play certain music that wouldn't be accepted in other pubs. You can walk into certain pubs with a Glasgow Rangers top on, but you would get lynched if you had a Celtic top on, Glasgow Celtic, and vice versa. There is a real problem with that sort of stuff here in the west of Scotland. Personally, I was brought up in the Orange Order. I was brought up surrounded with people who would be on the loyalist, Protestant, Glasgow Rangers supporting, royalist, support the union type people constantly being bombarded with this stuff. So you know no different. You know no different until you educate yourself. Some people don't. Lots of my friends still have these beliefs. Still believe in... in this modern day and age, I know people who have got kids the same age as my daughter, 16. And if their son or daughter was to bring home a Catholic, they would be chased from the home. They would be chased out the house. And likewise, I know people who are Republican, Catholic, whatever you want to call it, from the other side of the fence, so to speak. And if their son or daughter brought home a Protestant or a Rangers supporter, they would be chased from the house also. So I'm not saying that one side's any better or any worse than the other. Both of them are knuckle-dragging retards. I'm sorry, but they are. Now, bizarrely enough, this isn't what my rant is about. I just want to try and give you guys a flavour of what it's like here in the west of Scotland. And it's very hard to miss. Whilst it's not maybe as in your face as some parts of Northern Ireland, where you'll see murals on the walls and you'll see lots of flags and stuff out, it bubbles under the surface here in the west of Scotland. But it's very, very evident when, for example, there's a Rangers and Celtic match, or the Queen's Jubilee, for example, or St Patrick's Day is another good example, or during the marching season, or these types of times, people, you see their true colours coming out. And it's really quite venomous, very bitter. A lot of it is very paramilitary based. Either paramilitary based or based around Glasgow Rangers or Glasgow Celtic, the two football teams in Glasgow. Now my big problem, and this is the kind of crux of the argument, is that obviously here in the UK we have non-denominational schools, which would actually be, here in the west of Scotland, they would be called the Protestant schools, even though they are non-denominational schools. And we have Catholic schools. So you have generally two primary schools in every council estate, if you like. In the place that I live, Craigneuk, there is Berryhill Primary School. In fact, no, that's probably a bad example to use. In central Wishaw, there was Wishaw Academy, which was the non-denominational school, and you had St Thomas's, which was the Catholic primary school. The Scottish Government are now spending quite a lot of money building new schools. There's actually been 3 built in the Wishaw area, primary schools. And what they do is they close down the non-denominational school and the Catholic school, and they build a new campus, a new school campus. Brand new school. Fantastic idea. I'm all for spending money on education. So they pull down these 2 schools, they build a brand new school for them, but they still segregate the children. You still have the Catholic side to the school and the non-denominational side of the school. They don't even lunch together. They're not even in the playground together. Now, we're trying to build a new multicultural society. We're trying to build tolerance here in the west of Scotland. How can you teach your kids that we're all the same if they're segregated at school? It's ridiculous. Now, there is kids in the west of Scotland still being brought up, being taught this stuff at home. Now, people have made the argument to me, because I talk about this type of thing with my passengers in the taxi. People have made the argument to me that it doesn't matter what happens at school because they'll still be taught this stuff at home. And that's, well, the second part is true. Of course they'll be taught this stuff at home. But my argument is, if I'm going to use some choice terms here, just you'll have these, what's the word I could use? Idiots, for want of a better term, from the loyalist side, sitting in the house telling their kids, stay away from those Fenian bastards. Pardon me, but... Or you'll have the Republican people sitting in their house telling their kids, stay away from those orange scum. Or you know, a similarly derogatory term. So yes, they are going to get that at home. But if they're being told that at home and then the next day they're at school, they're mixing with these people that their parents are bad-mouthing, surely through time they'll realise that these people, there's nothing wrong with these people. They are just like, you know, we're all the same. Yet, now, apparently this has been driven, because the non-denominational schools are that, they're non-denominational, they'll accept anyone. Apparently this is being driven by the Catholic Church. Apparently this is being driven by the Catholic Church. They're not prepared to school along with non-Catholics. But I'm sorry, it shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't. I don't think you should have faith schools. Full stop. That's my personal belief. I think education should be education. It should be about teaching academic stuff, religious stuff. If that's something, personally, I don't think you should teach your kids religion anyway. I think you should give them a broad access to lots of religions, and when they're old enough to make their own mind up, then they can choose their own faith. But I'm quite prepared to accept that other people have different arguments to that, and that's fine. But when it comes to schooling, everyone should be treated exactly the same. And there should be no segregation in schools of any kind. So I'm against faith schools, single faith schools. But I just think that the fact that they're ploughing so much money into these, I mean, they're really, really good campuses. They're building some cracking schools. Yet they still choose to segregate the kids. I just think it's appalling. I really do. And it's just, all it's doing is these people that are teaching their kids this stuff in the house, is it's backing up what they're saying about, because you know, in all these homes, they're saying that, you know, in the loyalist homes, they're saying that they're better, they're superior. And in the Republican homes, they're saying exactly the same. And all these kids are being told this, and they're going to school and mixing with other kids who've been told this. And at the other side of the school, you've got other kids over there that have been told exactly the same thing. Madness. Absolute madness. And it's something that grinds my gears, for want of a better term, and has done for years and years and years. I sent my daughter Kira to a non-denominational school, and she's 16 years of age, and if she came in to me tomorrow, she does have a lot of my beliefs, a bit pragmatic and, you know, but if she came in to me tomorrow and says that she had decided she wanted to be a Protestant or a Catholic or a Muslim or a Buddhist or a whatever, a Sikh, whatever, I would be perfectly accepting of any of them. Whether I believed in it or not, it's her choice. But no, I just, yeah. Thoughts, opinions would be welcome. I'm conscious of the fact it's another 15+ minute video, so it'll be minimal the amount of people that watch it, but that's fine. It just makes me. It does. It makes me. It's one of the things that does make me angry. Yeah. Anyway, I've got a hire. Where am I going to? 34 Bridge Street. I'm going to Wishaw. Best go, folks. So that was my rant of the day. Welcome to the west of Scotland. I'm off. See you later, guys. Peace.